See, these little goodies that she baked, it's just like the idea, oh gee, what are you cooking up in that little mind of yours? You know, we've heard that phrase before, you see. So this was what was displayed with the gal, and you want to pay attention to what I'm saying here, and that is that she cooked up all these ideas. So my guess is that she's got some issues going on with this or that, and she's got all these ideas that she's, you know, asking Rebazar about. It's like, okay, I've had this situation, and you know, it's like, what do I do here, or whatever. See, those are the ideas that she's cooked up. And Rebazar comes in and says, okay, this one and this one, give it to the benevolent head, or whatever he said. Doesn't matter. Okay, but now that she's had that experience, you know, from all those goodies and ideas that she's created about her situation, she still has to recognize what he was referring to, you see? And if she doesn't, she's not going to know, is she? She has to recognize. So he's not telling her, you know, etc. He's just saying, these two right here. Okay, so in your experience, what do you see? You see a chocolate chip cookie and you see a vanilla cookie. So what ideas do those represent? See, you still have to recognize what he's pointing at. And this is where in the corporation, yeah, the boys are there because they see people have potential. The fruit is ripe, but are they recognizing what's taking place? So, yes, you can go into the other heavens, and there's almost endless heavens in creation. There's so many awesome spots. But the end result will be you're still not standing real with the whole of life. You're just a lot happier, kind of like the Joker. You know, so the thing is that if that's what you want, you can have it. Anybody can have whatever they want. Me, I just walk right into the darkest danger zones. And the thing is, because I see how this works, and it's all about my real awareness. That's all that matters to me, because that supersedes everything. Because I have a love affair with the is. I have recognized that. I don't any longer have a love affair with my personal life. It's just whatever it is. And it will come and go, and that will be it. But I get to stand real, you know, with this true reality. That's all that matters to me. And so that's what I'm sharing. And that's what we're creating here. We're creating little steps to people to have that potential, because it is huge. It is huge. And from the corporation, you know, all those people that, you know, were members and with Paul, only a few of them, Patty Simpson and a few others, recognized what was going on. And that was it. Most of them are still stuck there. Yeah, this is huge, what this is. But it's so awesome, you cannot even consider it. That's the best part. You see, when you stop considering things, what do you see? No restriction. So from there, you learn to recognize what is it that life is that has no restriction? Or are you going to keep considering, oh, I know what life is. This is what I've decided it to be. And this is what I want it to be. I will decide. Okay, fine. You got that too. You can have whatever you want. So I don't look at the end of this life, because there's no such thing. Life is an isness. It's all here and now. Whether it's in the physical body or in the astral body or the causal body, it's all the same. It's just that the surroundings are a little bit prettier, because it's all about your awareness. You see? And so it's like when people work their 9 to 5 boring job and they go on vacation. Oh, they go to Hawaii or somewhere, or Disney World in Florida. Fine. See, they're looking at the surroundings. They're in another place in life. And yeah, they get a few thrills and they're happy. And that's fine. Sometimes you need that. Everybody needs that. I'm not saying so. But if you keep chasing that same thing, all you'll do is that you're continually creating your future in creation, you see? You have huge potential to create. You can create whatever you want, your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings, you know, always into a better future, into saving for your IRA and your retirement. All these things are to gear you to constantly push into a future to where you keep coming back and you become the slaves of the system. See, because all life is here and now. Once you learn to stop that process and simply be now, okay, and just take the time to really recognize, now this is an endlessness you're dealing with. And this is a toughie for the personal self. Yeah. It's like, the personal self is not going to see it. You have to really learn to see. And it's like you see without seeing. And it's just like Dan's experiences with the lightning bolts. There was no light. There was no lightning. There was no light there. Okay. And the reality of the isness is that it is not seen. It is recognized. See, it is not seen how we see things, and it becomes a more so position. It becomes such an unrestricted position and so fine that, yeah, no part of the mind or emotions can determine it. Even the intuitive part of ourselves can't detect it. That's how awesome it is. So yeah, this is, again, yeah, anybody can have whatever they want. And that's the basic idea. And all of us have been to the other heavens many times, been there many times in past lives and had out of the body experiences and all that. It's like my daughter, she was, Helen Fry. She was a phenomenal lady in the corporation. She married Darwin and Gail Twitchell together. She was a phenomenal lady. I went out there and met her, but now she's who she is within this lifetime. And when she was younger, she could leave her body. She could do all kinds of things. She had phenomenal experiences. Now she's into religion. She has nothing but attitude. You see, it's choice. So again, she can bring that back. She can recognize that, or she can forget it forever. That's very real. So I see that. I've been through a lot this lifetime. I see a lot. I'm not the know-it-all. Actually, I like just being the kid. And like Rebazar and Paul, they're the parents. They can be the dad. They can be big. I'm not interested in being big. I like being the kid. And so, yes, again, yes, anybody can have what they want. My only focus is to provide a real benefit for everyone. That's my focus day and night. That's all I look to. When I go to sleep, I don't look for anything. That's me. I just be nothing. I'm not interested. I'm only interested in seeing what life shows me. I don't ask for anything. I don't do whatever, But I do ask, I do ask for contributions to help me pay the rent. That's on this level. But the thing being is that realistically, no, I don't look for experiences. I'm only interested to see what is more possible to share with everyone. Yes, so I appreciate you and everybody else because I like all of this confrontation because this ignites, this triggers me to see more and to present this. Now, it seems hard, but it's not. It's like the sun shining. And once you recognize it, you know, there is no danger. Even if they destroy the body, there's no danger because now here's the real adventure you've been looking for. Yeah. Yeah, in the movies we see all the blood and gore, like in the episodes of Spartacus, it's all blood and gore, but it's really not that. Look at the intent of the individuals, and it's not about the battle. You know, that's just a demonstration, and we'll see this many times on the real side. We'll see a battle going on, but the battle is really recognizing your restrictions. That is the battle demonstrated, but realistically, there is no battle. So yeah, there is a battle between the demons and the angels in the astral worlds. Yeah, because they've decided that battle. You see, that's all they're aware of, and that does take place. But realistically, no. Uh, the real challenge, it's not a battle, it's a challenge, is to recognize how creation works because you've needed this creation, like I've said. And so now the challenge is to see how it works and not just thinking that some program by Tony Robbins or somebody else is going to alleviate that. That's all geared to a one-dimensional, getting a better job thrill idea. Okay, fine, you can do that too. Those are like little apps on your phone. But overall, what is your phone about? It's not really about the app so much. It's about the communication, isn't it? Yeah. That's the real awareness of the phone, not the apps. Those are just little things that you add. So if you want to be happy about your phone, that's a little happy app, isn't it? Yeah. But the overall is the communication, and that's like your real awareness. Yes, everything comes from that because you can supersede all of creation, but the personal self, that scares the personal self. So it's challenging yourself or not. And this is where, again, most people won't. So they will look for the happy hunting grounds to go to. And that's understandable. And so that's it. Life is not concerned. The sun is not concerned. All it can do is present itself. And so this has been my challenge. I love the challenge. That's why the boys picked me because I'm the risk taker. I'll run out there. It's like the old saying with the police, shoot first, ask questions later. And that's really kind of the idea here. So I'm just going to do it and I'll figure it out. That's just my position. I don't really consider the outcome so much. It's just that I don't care what people think or whatever. I'm just going to do it and see what happens and then I'll deal with it. And that's how it is. And so again, that's part of the wake up. I see that. I recognize that. That's how you wake up. But if you just go, oh, gee, that's scary. Oh, that's frightening. Or, oh, no one's ever done that before. Are you sure you want to do that? You see, what you've done is you've just created a restrictive little box for yourself, and that's where you'll sit because you are the creator. They're not God's creating anything for you. You decided that. And then you can say, well, gee, God doesn't want me to do that. That's not good. That's karma. That's bad. Okay, so you don't explore life. You don't do anything. You sit in your box. Your choice. Yes, sir. Yes, I love you coming here, Charles, and uh, because it's a challenge. And I see Africa as a challenge. Lucky you
You.
that the boys picked you to do this. See, it's you. That's what I see. You're the man.
Okay, then that is down to that. I will understand what this means sometime later when things unfold. When you said this, I just smile, just laugh. Well, I have some other question. Could it be that people in beings in other dimensions, even if not of the if they have not yet attained the real universes, that they know about the East too. I read certain documents of alien interview and some a paragraph there struck me. Well, when they interviewed the alien being, and this is what the alien said. But personally, it is my conviction that all sentient beings are immortal spiritual beings. This includes human beings. For the sake of accuracy and simplicity, I will use a made-up word, this being, because the primary nature of an immortal being is that they live timeless state of ease. The only reason for their existence is that they decide to be. No matter their lowly station in a society, every ease being deserves respect and treatment that I myself would like to receive from others. Each person on earth continues to be an ease being, whether they are aware of it or not. So when I read this, it struck me that this alien is talking about the East. And this was in 1947. when this alien craft, due to air currents and atmospheric pressure, crashed at Roswell, Mexico. And all the alien astronauts died except for one called Air, who was of a superior order. She was a pilot and engineer working for the Domain Expeditionary Force on a mission to Earth. When this when their craft, their flying saucer crashed at Roswell, then the military rushed there, asked one young lady of 23 who was a nurse to give assistance to the alien. She discovered that all of them had died, but they had been burnt, except for this one diminutive alien who was not who did not die. So she could communicate with this young nurse of 23 years by telepathy. She spoke 300 and she said she revealed that she could speak 347 languages except English, which she became very adept at in 2 months' time. The military ended up killing her, electrocuting the alien, because she would not answer their questions. They were all interested. All they were interested in was military secrets that could dominate, that could cause war and destruction. So the alien did not want to attend to to answer their questions. So she talked about this state of ease. Everyone lives in the east state. It's an east being. So this was in 1947. So I don't know whether beings of other dimensions, they know about the east, or whether it is a special privilege for the new man to come to Earth and tell us about the east.
There's many beings that, of course, they know about it, and the boys deal with them. Yeah, and I see them too on the real side, and yeah, it's an endlessness that life is, and every individual has their recognition of this, and it's just like all of us here. Many people know about it, and they have their own individual recognition of it. And the end result is the individual demonstrates themselves. Okay, everything is demonstrated, like two people in love. It is a demonstration. It's not just saying, "Oh, I love you." Okay, and so it's more than that. But the bigger position in life is survival, and it's getting beyond the relationships and all these ideas that we've come to know here, soulmates and all this stuff. These are just really kind of baby brain things. And so in the real universe, it's being to being. All right, there's no such thing as this stuff here. So again, as people become emotionally attached to these ideas, which is their choice, they can have whatever they want. That's where they are. It's really cutesy stuff, but most of the time it's just control. Many times one person controlling another. And, just like Joni and Harry, were they in love? That's very interesting, isn't it? It looks like they're in love and their pictures are cute, aren't it? But it's really Joni moving in and controlling Harry. And you see, everything is demonstrated. I see people that have met each other and all of a sudden I see how they've changed. There's a lot of control going on there, but it's none of my business. It's just stuff in the earth. But yeah, there's a lot of individuals that know about the is. But when what I see, okay, maybe I'm prejudiced, all right, and I will say I am, and I'm prejudiced about the is. And that is that when a person really recognizes the is and the boys and what they're doing, then they stand real with it. Why wouldn't you? Why would you go somewhere else? Well, that's a choice people make. Again, they're thinking that they are special. So, uh, it only makes sense to me that they stand real with, the boys handle this reality that comes through from the is. And that's what Paul called the rod of power. And this is called the new wave is now. They handle this reality because they have the awareness to do it. And by the very fact that they stand real with each other, this reality takes place in certain levels, dimensions, and places. And that's where it is here and now on the earth with me, Ava, because this is the chosen position. It's very real. I don't care what people think. I'm not interested. They can think whatever they want. And the reason that they think as they do, because they can't see it. And so, again, that doesn't make me special. The reality life is special. Um, I have a privileged position of recognizing it, and anybody can recognize it and stand real with it, you see? And so, yes, many people know about the is, but I'm not going to determine their awareness. No, because it's endless. It's endless out there. But here, this is right in front of everybody, but yet they seem to have time to explore everything else. And it's like many times that, I hear people say, well, have you read this? Or have you read David Icke or read that? Well, then I say, have you read one of my books? And it's almost like, well, you're nothing. Have you heard about these other people? They're popular. Is it popularity here that counts? Is the is popular? More popular than Elvis? Elvis comes first, right? Okay, well, again, you can die with his record albums, and that's all you'll have is memories. I see this as very precious, so I'm not concerned about the attitudes of others. And, you can read about things all day long, Charles, respectfully, but it's all right here and now. And so every moment of my life, I'm focused on doing this because there's only so much time left. We have maybe another 10, 20, 30 years, maybe. I mean, how much poison can we take before we're suffocated out here with chemtrails and everything else? How much more? And HARP and vibrations. And then they're going to the 5G and the 6G network till we're all fried. We're all in microwaves here. We're all in the grid. That's my focus. I don't care about reading anything, these other things. If I can use these things to present as an example to attract people's attention, that's what I do. But to have the knowledge of whether people know the is or not, what does that equal? It doesn't equal anything. Because again, you have it, and I would say take every moment of your breath here that you're here to present this reality, because there's only so much time left. And this is what it is here and now. And yeah, that's the biggest challenge. Yeah, it's easier to, go to a David Icke seminar or go to the corporation seminar because, oh, look at all the people there. Oh, they're so happy and they're so wonderful. Yeah, they're all being tap line. They really don't know what they're doing there. They just think they know what they're doing there because they're following their emotional nose is what they're doing. So they are in their astrophysical la la land thinking that, oh my gosh, look at all this great information we're going. Don't we feel good about ourselves? Is that what it's about? Feeling good? Does the sun feel good about itself? Or is there more to it that it's demonstrating that you're not seeing? You decide. All I can do is present it. You decide how you see this. So, yeah, there are endless beings out there that see the is. Not everybody recognizes it, but again, it doesn't matter. I can't determine it even for the people in the group here. All I can do is present it. We share what we do, and I know that as people, attend this group, I know that, I see that they are becoming more aware and they're recognizing it, but they're also recognizing that this is a huge journey. And it doesn't get easier, it gets bigger. Every step you take, it gets bigger. And it's like, wow, now what do I see? Now what can I see? You see? That's the challenge. I love it. I just jump right into the unknown. It's like the more unknown it is, the more I like it because then I have the challenge of recognizing that's the best part. So even the real side experiences I have, and there's so many of them that come and go, I'm not concerned because it's the recognition is all I care about. I don't even care about the real side experiences. I'd rather just stand real with the is. I really don't even want experiences, but I still get them because all that matters to me is just like standing real with the is, because everything comes from that. I don't need these experiences, but I still get them because it's part of the personal self. And it's just like I still use the computer and whatever. It's part of the personal self. I'd rather not have it. But then again, this is communication here. So I am doing the best I can to present this as real and honorable as I can. And that can be seen on the real side. And that is that I have no hidden agendas. I'm not here to take over anything. But I would like to see it all over the planet. That becomes a huge challenge and an adventure. It's like, wow, this is cool. Look at the people waking up. Look at the little kids jumping up and down, you know? Yeah. And doing the new you. Yeah, that's the best part. That's my focus. So whether other people or the aliens know about it or whatever, whoopee-doo. 1947, what does that mean? What does 1901 mean? What does 2000 BC mean? It's all now. Life is now. And the biggest adventure of all is to recognize this isness. And it's so cool that you don't have to chase it anymore. All you have to do is just be real and honorable and sincere with yourself, see life as purity, and recognize it here and now, and take on this adventure. Yeah. And do what you've always wanted to do. Be daring. Yeah. Be awesome. Yeah. I see that's so cool. I stand with these people that step up here, especially Kelsey and Val and Chris and whatever. You know, they stepped out, you know. I'm there with them, Hessam, whatever. I'm there with them, you. Yeah. I back you. I'm your support. The boys are your support. See? If I decided it becomes so. That's my position. I just redecided all the levels of life. And it became so. No one told me to do that. I did it. So we can do anything. So yes, a lot of people do, but the end result is those that have real courage demonstrate it, than just more than talk about it. The first part is yes, we share experiences here, but then we really move about to do something and to shake this world up. Yeah. And that's the best part. Yeah, we're going to create a lot of agitation, which we are, because the little baby brains out there are in their comfort zones and they don't want to be disturbed. Just like I said, you know, when you're in high school, you know, you're late for school, but you don't want to be woken up. It's like you want to sleep, but your parents are trying to wake you up. And that's what this is about. It's a wake up. And I've had many people scream at me and point to me and said, you know, it was him. He's guilty. He tried to wake me up. Yeah, screaming and yelling at me. Yeah. And then right in front of me, they just go back into their bed and go back to sleep because they don't want to be woken up. Well, sorry, this is how life is. And so I see this as a privilege. And life is endless. So I can't figure out what everybody's doing everywhere. Nobody can. All you have to do is focus on this and have fun with this. I just more than appreciate everybody being here. I can't say it enough. I see huge success here with the very few people that are here. There are billions out there on the planet. I can't be concerned about them because you know why? I am, but I'm not. There's two sides of the coin, and that is that until they step up realistically, they're on their own. But we are providing so much like never before, and they have this opportunity, but they must step up. They must get past their fears. You know, there's a lot of people reading the books all over the world because they're all over the world. There's millions, but they're afraid because they've been seduced by the system to be afraid. That's their challenge. That's part of their wake up. So everything that's taking place on the planet, you might say in a way, is necessary. and it's how you handle it. But if it becomes the greatest wake up for you, then it's worth it, isn't it? It's worth it to be, you know, ruined and destroyed and poisoned, because if you wake up, that's all that matters, because when you do leave here, you will surpass all of creation altogether. Yes, in a real position, and you will probably come back. I don't see myself leaving creation because I'm already with the is. So I don't need to leave creation. That's why Rebazar still has his body here. He still has a physical body, because that's how he is, and many of the other ones too. It's not about that. It's not about saving yourself. That's an illusion. There's no such thing. It's about waking up and seeing what is real. Then you're fine. Then you can handle everything and you love the challenge. And the best part is seeing others succeed. You become like the big daddy. You become like the parents, and you're seeing all these struggling children and you want to see them succeed. This is how life is. It's all about this wonderful awareness and sharing it. Yeah. Then you're fine. That's the okay position. So in the meantime, yes, Charles, we do talk to the aliens and we do watch alien videos, and it's all fine. Yeah. But here's the reality right here. This is the best of all worlds with the real guides. Are they focused there? They know about those things. But that's not their focus, because then people start to misinterpret, thinking that, like many people do, the Palladians and whatever, like the aliens are going to come and save them, etc. Oh, there are good aliens out there. They're going to save us. They're just physical astral. And even if they do know about the is, are people going to accept that and recognize what they're saying? No, they're going to look at the alien aspect. It's like, oh, we can go to another planet and we can be happy there. Well, you will be for a few moments until the reptilians get there, which they're probably already there, and they destroy it like they do here. They destroyed Mars, and look at all the planets in the system. They've been all over the place through many yugas, and they destroyed it all. They destroyed all the atmospheres. This is basically one of the very, very few planets left. You see, they destroy everything. That's how it is. So you can go there for a while and it's going to be destroyed too. So you're going to be hopping from planet to planet, lifetime to lifetime, and never really see this reality when it's here right now, this opportunity right here. And it won't last long. Just like when Paul was here, the reality of what he presented, not in the written or said or spoken word, but the reality that he allowed to himself to stand real with. That was there, but then you might say it left. See? And so, but here it is now. We like you to show up because, again, I like the challenge of what you're presenting, and it is a challenge. Africa is a huge challenge, and it's no different in the United States or any part of the world. We're dealing with a lot of stuff here, and it's okay. We can do it. We can. So thank you so much. You're wonderful. Thank you, Ebok, for showing up, and everybody else, yes, for listening. It's all for you. I know I've said it many times. You're probably bored with it, but I get it. I never get bored with saying it because it's a love affair for me. But some people do. That's fine. I'm not here to convince anybody about anything. You decide. But when you stand real, you start to see it more and more and more. There is no end to it. Yes. And so people chase the guides, but very few have the real courage to stand real with them and see what's really going on. Yeah, you can do that too. Yes, thank you, Charles.